Okay.
So
Maybe something else. Sorry, go on.
I'm going to make a DM move at this point.
Go ahead.
Although I'm not supposed to say that according to the rules. Up the stairs comes a maid. She's carrying like clean laundry. She's whistling to herself. What do you do?
All right, I've got this. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Wait, you're the
I'm going
skeleton,
to-
right? Yes.
Yes, that's why this is great. All right, so I'm going to. I'll be right. I will go deal with that. I'll open up the door behind us. Wait, no, we're locked in the room, aren't we?
You're not locked in
No,
the
we-
room, no.
Okay, I
We already
will.
opened the door.
I will present myself to the maid and close the door behind us, saying, "Don't freak out. Something happened in this room."
A skeleton just jumps out at the maid saying, "Don't freak out."
So
Then
this
a
is a
skeleton
divide
popped out.
danger with social grace, so plus charisma.
That's fine. See,
Yeah,
here's
you
the
can
thing.
put a
I'm
cloth
pretty
over the
good.
body. The cloth immediately starts to go red as the blood soaks through it.
What? What
What?
cloth?
How much is this thing bleeding?
Well,
He's
say
not been
bed
dead long.
sheets.
Bed sheets.
Tarantino amounts of blood. It's just geysering
Okay.
out.
Jesus Christ.
That's not a 6. That is a 7.
That's not a 6.
Don't freak out. Maybe
So,
freak out a little. That's fine. I am a
We're
skeleton.
in
Fine.
worst outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice.
I'll let Gray decide that.
Yep.
Ooh. So she's just basically going to turn around and start running in the opposite direction.
Okay.
So she's not going into
I
the room
did.
anymore.
I did ask to specifically not do that. I can't force you. I'm sorry. All right. I'm going to actually follow her, and I'll try to explain the situation. Still.
Okay.
Wait!
Take,
Don't
take a
go.
-1 ongoing.
That's
Because
fine.
she's freaked out a little bit.
Yep, that's fine. I don't mean to specifically to
little?
her. I just mean
I'm
kind of like
following Mott.
on street. No, I've got it. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm still following
No,
Mott
no,
because
somebody go
paladin
with
of the bay.
So I can't use body on bathroom?
No.
Or put
Well,
body
you
in
can-
bathroom?
Yeah, you can put battery in bathroom. There's no bath in there because this is like the Middle Ages.
Ah.
But this
It's
thing is
there's a
bleeding.
hole in the ground leading to a pit.
Put
the-
body in
That's
You-
better than normal.
Yeah,
put body in
upscale.
pit?
This is a high Evelyn. This actually has a
Put body
bathroom
in
with a guard
pits,
rope.
huh?
Is it possible to fit body? Can I use put body in pit?
That
Yeah,
sounds
the guard rope
dangerous.
probably will be large enough for you to drop a body down it.
This will be
Put
the
body
first
in
place.
pit.
Gotta love that gong pit, right?
Yep. The poor dumbkeeper's going to get the shock of his life. I'm just
Yeah,
going to
I'm
clear
gonna-
out the inn for the tannery.
I'm gonna have a look out the window to have a look where the hell we are as well.
Okay.
So the body's in the pit, right? Am I covered in blood?
You're going to be a little bit bloody.
Alright,
It's
so...
only like a stab wound, so you can probably move the body without getting any blood on you.
Okay.
Why was everyone's first instinct to hide the body instead of like admitting that there's a body here and we should probably tell someone about it?
It was too late now.
Well,
Why was that everyone's first instinct?
because from
Because we're
from
us.
yeah, but well, because also from all things that are showing, we're the ones who made the body, even
No,
if we
we-
weren't aware.
Yeah, we've got no way to say we didn't stab this guy.
Well, no, we were knocked out, put in the same room as a dead guy with a body, and then had was going to be Basilisk guy. Basilisk did.
Yeah. Also, the basilisk
are
is
you
still
trying
in
to
there.
look at
You're just leaving it right
basilisk?
there, right now.
Yeah, I know.
He's
But
now
you're
the
calling-
mascot of the inn.
You're going to go call animal control for that.
Yeah, I will. Yes.
And the thing is, they're going to notice a basilisk. They're not going to notice the body down the garderobe.
You can't fault his logic.
It's terrible logic, though.
Who's going to look for a body after you see a basilisk?
Well, the guy
A
that has to
sane
clean out.
person?
But wait, so
Well,
you're going to
that-
say you're gonna go in and be like, oh god, the basilisk got out of the basilisk, the toilet spawned a basilisk again, and then you're gonna go like, And then you're gonna go like, I wonder if there's a dead body down there.
Well, look, somebody will clean it out at some point, right? So they'll find a body, put two and two together that the body probably came from the room that we were in.
Anyway,
But is
screaming maid running in the opposite direction. What do you do?
Anyways,
I'm just
I
trying to keep
specifically asked for you to not freak out.
Are you chasing her?
Mildly, not really specifically at her. I'm just kind of like going in the same direction that she is.
But in a non-chasing as fashion?
Are you just
Miss,
walking?
Miss, I must object. You cannot.
Also, I'm fine. I'm not dangerous.
Okay,
Ignore the glowing green eyes.
that would probably also be a defy danger.
All right. With charisma but -1, so just 2d10,
Yep, that's 6.
2d6. Bam. There we go.
So,
I'm going to like when she like eventually stops. I'm going to, oddly enough, when I stop right in front of her, I look like I'm out of breath, and I just, oh, geez. I understand, but I did ask.
I'm not evil, just vitally challenged.
I'm one of the good ones.
Remember, even you have a skeleton inside you.
so she's gonna basically. She's been screaming and running at the same time. She doesn't really have much air to get in her lungs to be able to get that far. Just going to go. What? You're a talking skeleton?
Yeah,
Oh, are you one of the Queen Mother's lot?
I don't know. I'm part of the Necromancer's Grassroots Society, though. If that means anything to you,
No, not much.
that's fine.
What's she doing in our room? We don't remember a skeleton booking one of our rooms.
Yeah, see, neither do I.
Oh,
Also, there's
not
a
with that nice
basilisk
gentleman
up
who
there.
did take the room. A what?
There's a basilisk up there.
There's a basilisk in our bedroom.
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom.
Yeah.
Did you not read the no pet sign?
We didn't bring it in. We don't know. Well, we might have brought it in, but we don't know if we did or not. But there's a basilisk up there. and
How
we
do
need
you
to
not
get
know
it
if you
out.
brought a basilisk in or not?
We kind of don't remember last night at all.
How much were you drinking?
I'm a skeleton. I don't know.
I don't know, man. It goes right through me.
Okay, basilisk.
Do you know anyone who can deal with, like, lead it outside and into the wild again without hurting it?
Well, possibly the rangers.
All right. Could you go get them for us?
Yes, of course.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. You've been very helpful.
She kind of runs off, not screaming this time.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure people have, like, started looking at us, and then it's nothing to see here, folks. It's all right. It's okay.
I'm standing nearby, just face palming.
Alright.
Hope I don't rattle you.
Spin the wheel for my treasure to take.
You know, if you don't make them, we're going to have to, you know, right? So you best own them before we do.
Own who?
The jokes, the puns. Oh well. Hester
I
will.
don't think he
see
noticed.
through.
Okay, so you've dumped the body down the guardrail. You've got a unconscious, well, not unconscious, a kind of sleeping basilisk. There's still
A
some blood in
druid
the room.
who is currently trying to become a basilisk.
Oh yes, how's that going?
I don't actually roll for it.
Okay, you're just looking. You're just kind of like studying it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep. So, what's your next plan?
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Are you running before the other lot arrive? They've basically sent for the law.
Huh?
Jeez, it's the cops.
Wait.
So,
Sorry.
Yeah, the Rangers are on the way. The Rangers are representing the law in this area.
I have to stay.
Oh.
I'm good.
Goody.
I will go. Haster will will transfer contents of Night Bag into his bag,
Okay.
and then drop the bag down the garderobe. And then we'll leave the inn room, walking the opposite direction. Does this inn have 2 sets of stairs?
No, it's not that big a place.
Then Haster
It
will.
probably doesn't have stairs at all.
No, it's probably a single level.
Haster will leave to walk try to knock nonchalantly away.
Okay.
Defy danger.
Define danger.
Charisma.
Yeah, probably charisma. So that
Would that just be him, or would that be kind of all?
anyone who wants to walk.
You trip and fall.
Guess what? You're the person to get XP.
Yay!
Yeah.
1 XP.
Ah, you rolled your charisma.
Charisma, yes.
To go into intelligence in your valiant effort.
How long have you known before?
And
Oh, discard.
okay,
You
so
can't
you're
spell worth a damn.
All right. God. Well, this is no situation for him, so he's not gonna follow. He's not gonna follow the bard.
I'm again still just holding my head in my hands, just saying, I don't know these people. I don't know these people. I don't know these people.
You should try and make a game out of seeing how long you can make that your action throughout
So,
this entire
yeah,
session.
people is just kind of like looking at you. So here's a hard choice. You can either carry on walking, at which point people are going to kind of
Remember you?
remember you, or you can turn back and go the way you came, back to the room and wait. You're too nonchalant and everyone's staring at you now.
Do the Grandpa Simpson thing where you take off your hat, put it back, put it onto the rack, turn around, take your hat back off, walk back out.
Let's see. But that hard choice is basically both the same, though. I mean,
No,
either
because one gets you out the room, but remembered. The other one puts you back in the room, but no one's going to be that
All right.
suspicious about you.
I am going to be remembered but not caught, and I'm going to act as if I've drank a bit too much.
Okay, so you kind of stab it out, you knock a few bottles and
I don't know where I am anymore.
8 o'clock in the morning, you drunk.
yeah, these are all people having their
Really?
breakfast. Okay, anyone else going to try and leave?
Yeah.
Enda hasn't left the room yet, so he's going to turn into a crow and fly out.
Yeah. No, my guy's gotta probably try to get out.
Alright, so defy danger. If you're going to try
I
out...
have to roll to turn into a crow first, actually.
Alright,
Flying success, no pun intended.
Yep.
So I'm holding 3, and then I'm going to spend one of those hold to take flight, which I don't actually roll for.
that's fine. I'm pretty sure that you can open the window before you do that and just fly out. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what exactly I want to do with this. That's kind of why. Well, let's see. Well, assuming that I kind of heard the whole massive stumble, I'm like, all right, quick thinking. Trying to get out of this situation, out of the bar. Probably just stretching and just heading on out of the bar, nonchalant. Would that be charisma, or would that just be keeping a mindset of I've done nothing wrong, so there's nothing for me to be.
Nothing to see here.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, I
think
just realized.
Mental
We all
fortitude.
started in a tavern.
Mental
Yeah.
fortitude? All
Yes,
right.
we did.
And we're all gonna end up in a jail.
Yep. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's
I'm
like-
rolling. I'm rolling a straight roll.
It's like our first D&D game, but sped up.
It's like everyone's first D&D game.
All right.
Yes, I have gone to be quite. In some ways, I decided this was going to be stereotypical, but in other ways, there's a basilisk.
It's a- well, you know,
Are we gonna have a random basilisk counter?
Yeah, I've got
We
the random
technically just
basilisk
did.
counter table.
This is so you just moved over the random cockatrice table and moved it straight into this one
Yeah.
instead. All right.
Since we never got to use the random cockatrices.
So I rolled a 7, so I had a little bit of a fumble, but nothing too terrible.
No. Hard bargain, ugly choice, worse outcome.
is he also on the list of suspects?
I'm having trouble with the hard bargain ideas.
Hard bargain. It could be like, he takes damage. Like hard bargain's like you take damage to leave. So say you make such an ugly, you screw up so badly you fall down the stairs. You are so like not you either stop for a moment or you fall down the end stairs in your nervousness.
I start is a hard bargain. I can start a tavern brawl.
Sorry about that. I was away for I had to go for a second.
You spill someone's drink.
I'm just flicking through the GM moves, don't we? So this is our first time playing this, so
Yep.
It has some structure concepts that's kind of for us to get our head around since we're more used to a free flowing game to bullshit about.
Yeah, everything is attached to doing any action is attached to a mechanic almost.
yeah. But once you get the mechanics, you shouldn't be too.
Hmm?
Sorry, this kind of sucks, but I'm gonna have to bow out early, like right now.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
all right.
Okay.
Mott will then continue to be uncomfortable throughout this entire session, and then I'll show up again next time. Sorry about this, all y'all.
It's fine.
Okay.
Mott literally falls to
Say,
pieces.
Stuff happens. Have a good one.
Yeah,
man.
Good night, everybody.
Okay. Bye.
See you next week.
All right.
You left alright, damn it.
So I think I'm gonna start a bar fight.
You're going to start a bar fight? Yeah, that seems about fitting.
I spill somebody's drink.
Yep, so at this point, I'm just going to do someone's going to swing a punch at you.
Alright, I'm gonna stand in defense, can I?
I thought you were still in the room.
All right. I don't have my shield up because this is actually not a combat thing, but I still have my armor on, so that's just 4 points. So 4 minus 2, that'll be 2 wounds. That's a pretty decent punch.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
You knocked the drink over. It was a drink. It was a tankard, and when the tankard was next to was an ogre.
Yeah, well, he might not be there. He's just a
But
basic guy.
it's an ogre with this wearing those kind of shades. So you just pissed off a
Oh
broker.
god.
Anyways, well, I'll just essentially spitefully. The problem is I don't want to actually get into a massive bar fight, but it's just one of those like I almost feel like honor demands that I punch this guy out in return.
Well, yeah.
Well, you can defy danger with strength and say you punch him out so bad that you you intimidate
Yeah.
his friends.
Yeah, I'm gonna defy danger by actually punching him back, but not actually gonna do a hack and slash.
Yeah, that'd be a strength.
Okay.
Clunk. He just goes straight down.
He punches me. I punch him back into his seat. He flops back, and his friends just look a little like, "Ooh."
Yeah, we're not messing with that guy.
He cracked his shades.
Yep. And probably knocked a tooth out for comical
Freaking
effect.
brokers. This is Dungeon World. Puns are required.
What?
But yeah, and I just strut out the bar now. I feel confident.
Hmm.
Okay, I'll just follow the mountain.
All right.
You basically hide in the mountain shadow.
Well, it's hard not to, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy's probably going to be, 6 foot plus, and at this point in time, that's fucking tall.
All right. So we have. So has everyone evacuated the inn by now?
Everyone but Mott.
And Gith.
Oh yeah,
I still haven't because honestly, I am
I
higher
completely
ranking.
forgot
than the-
about him.
Yeah, I am higher ranking than the people that are coming in. So
Defy
the
danger with
most
social
I'd say
targets?
is
I
yeah,
law?
there's a fucking basilisk in there. You can deal with it.
So you're basically using I am the law to defy danger of suspicion?
Oh,
I'm gonna probably use parlay instead, but yeah.
Okay.
That is, I am the law. You're a paladin.
Difference, but yeah, I can use I am the law. So that's a roll plus charisma
Yep.
once they come in.
Yeah,
Alright.
they'll be coming in now.
All right, roll plus charisma. Bad.
Bad, very bad.
It's like, sir, what
On
you
the
doing
plus
bringing
side,
dangerous
mark an
animals to this area?
experience.
On a miss, they do as they please, and I take -1 forward against them.
Yeah, they're going to ask you to come with them to the jail.
To the
You
jail.
know, how,
Yep.
you know how it is, sir. You gotta fill out reports and so forth. You know, it's first sighting of a basilisk and a dangerous animal.
You're asking me, a knight of the realm, to come to the jail.
Yes, so they see these are dangerous creatures. We can't just have them in the middle of town.
I'm not the one that released them. I'm the one that helped report it.
Yes, but you see, you're in this room.
So is everybody else. Look at the bar fight.
Well,
And
the
you
bar
just
fight
tell
that's
us all-
actually not much of a bar fight. I just punched a guy back unconscious into his...
The broker's up. He's just trying to put his shades back together. Tink, tink, tink. You break a little bit more.
But more importantly, did you just sell all of us out?
I didn't even involve any of you guys.
All those guys as well?
The people
We're
in the
not
room
the only
with us,
ones in the inn.
He's in the inn's main tavern, main
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people here.
Basically, they want to ask you more questions about where this basilisk came from.
I don't know. How about that?
I can tell you right now, I have no clue where this thing came from. It's a bathroom basilisk. It's just random.
I've never heard of a bathroom basilisk, sir.
Neither have I, but it sure as hell is one.
Okay.
Will you deny the fact that a basilisk just came out of the bathroom? I think not.
You can go and see it yourself. It's got a blindfold on, so you won't be in that much danger.
Just
Or
just
will
do it.
you?
Okay, so they're going to start picking it up and kind of moving it out. At which point, like the inn owner is going to call up and go, like, "Who are all these people? Where's the guy who rented the room?"
My reaction is a rather unknown. Huh?
Yeah, guy, fancy uniform. He's the guy who paid for the room, man. Where is he?
I don't know. All I saw was a basilisk.
So what are you doing in his room then?
Investigating the basilisk.
Investigating the disturbance and noise in the room.
And I'm just whistling cheerfully as I walk away.
Yeah, that would be a charisma if you're going to con yourself way out.
Oh, well, no, I'm already out of the bar.
No, I mean, talk to Zeb if he's going to just say investigating. Defy
Mhm.
danger plus charisma.
And go like, I'm already out of the bar.
Yeah. Wait, is the mountain out of the bar?
I know. This is why charisma is very important for social circumstances. Oh, internet just died.
Oh.
How is he still here if his internet died?
I'm guessing he means the call.
It's his ghost.
It's ghost internet.
He probably just means that Skype lost connection and this crashed for him. No, this would have stayed alive, but maybe Skype just lost connection for him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
So for those of you at home, this is the third time we've had problems with someone's connection this session.
Well, to be fair, mine was a...
You have an excuse.
Sorry
Yes.
about that. My internet just died.
Yeah, we can read.
Yeah, we got the your last message before death.
See, that sounded actually a bit like, yeah, we can read.
Well, I wasn't sure
Alright.
if that message came through.
Yeah.
Generally
Yes, to-
speaking, if you can see it, we can see it.
Let's see. So, where were we?
Defy Dangerous was charisma, social grace.
Yeah, because they're asking what you're doing in the room full of this not the room you were booked.
Alright, so charisma based.
Mm-hmm.
Me? Alright.
Yep.
9.
Not a straight success, but
I don't know if that I could be able to get away.
Yeah, they will let you out. Okay.
I'm
But
just gonna say straight up, disturbance of basilisk nature, and pretty much trying to keep it from, blindsiding everybody out here.
if you were a wizard, I would love you to have said it's a case of spontaneous vasculitis.
I'm sorry, but I'm not the wizard in the group.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh no!
The basilisk got him.
He's getting teleported away!
Right, well, they deserve some internet chance to catch up.
He sounded like that part where in Back to the Future when the guy is, he's negated his own future self, so he's starting to fade away.
Wouldn't he have negated his past self?
Well, he negated himself in the future, so he's going away.
Yeah, and there goes Zeb again.
Anyways.
Anyway,
He's-
yeah.
He's just arguing with the
Yeah,
guys.
he's what the guy's gonna say is that he's gonna. They've got a basilisk to deal with. They're gonna want him to come back into the office tomorrow, later today or tomorrow morning to give a formal statement.
Formal statement?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you can just run, or you can come back later. With hopefully
Yeah.
a better idea what happened.
It's that strange thing that Tony Stark was putting forth. It's something about like a court of law and trial by peers. Poppycock, by all means.
Yeah, it sounds like some science fiction thing.
Yeah. Well, you know about science fiction. It's still fiction. Anyway. So have we all successfully escaped by certain degrees or others?
Pretty sure. So yeah, I think you all managed to get out.
Good.
And only one XP.
Now, to
Actually,
Well,
no,
you
now to figure out what the hell happened.
Well, you have to roll below. You have to roll a 2d6. You have to roll with modifier. You have to roll under a 6
Yeah.
to get 1 EXP. So EXP through roll failure is kind of difficult. I mean, you just gotta you gotta hilariously screw up for that.